Okay, here's a look at all 5 Combaticons by Magic Square, and now it's time to combine them to form Bruticus. Okay, to transform Brawl into combine mode, first, as always, okay, to transform Swindle into his combine mode, first, as always, okay, to form Bruticus's legs, first, let's go ahead and start with Swindle. It's easier if you bring out these connecting joints, so extend them out like so, and that should make it easier for you to have room for these T-tabs. They're different shapes. So here with Swindle, first get orientated so you could see the T-tab supposed to go into the slot and then slide up into that square. So it's a little easier if you have it at an angle about 45 degrees, and bring this thigh in about 45 degrees. so you have room to get it into that slot. And then make sure you get it lined up with that square. And what I mean by that is, you know, don't just slide it in and then it's too much to the left or too much to the right. Try to get it as straight as you can, because once you get it in, then you should just be able to, if you get it lined up right, you should just be able to slide it up and in, and it should be pretty easy. So one of the reasons why it's difficult is because if you have it a little bit shifted to the right or the left, trying to push it forward into that little square slot's going to be hard. So that's one of the important things. So first, make sure it's at an angle, like so. Make sure you get it in, and make sure you get it lined up. Not too much to the right, not too much to the left. And then here, you can see obviously the two tabs and the two slots. Here you want to lift up the hood a little bit, and I'm just pointing out something here, but you see the tab on Swindle's neck. This part, you need to make sure it stays tabbed in as best as you can while bringing this down a little bit, which is a little hard, but this is the main thing. Make sure that that tab is down and in. See, it's not really tabbed in, because you need to make sure it's tabbed in, because if it is, then it should slide in very easily, like so. So again, that tab on Swindle's neck, it needs to be tabbed in to make this much smoother to get it in there. Once you do, then we can go ahead and bring down his foot like so, or his leg. And then here, it's just like transforming it into the alt mode, but basically the tires, that circular slot there needs to line up with that circular, the circular tab needs to line up with the circular slot, so make sure it's lined up nice and straight. Once it is, then you could find the tab and the slot, line it up, tab it in, and then tabs in on the top here, that fender, and then also at the angle down here as well. Do the same thing on this side. So here there's a circular tab, that circular slot, get it lined up, then you could find the tab, line it up, tab it in, and on the top there's also the tab, and here this angle down here. Now there we go, we have Swindle's leg combined. So here, Brawl, let's go ahead first, just rotate this turret out like so, so we get it out of the way and get ourselves orientated. So first, let's look at the tab. It's a T-shaped tab, so you could see it's supposed to tab in on these two tabs here at the end. And then here you need to find the slot. It's kind of hard to show you on camera, but you should be able to see there's like a dark shadow area, but that's where you're trying to get it lined up. So now you just find the tab and the slot, line it up. Just a little hard to do on the camera. Once you do, line it up, tab it in, and give it a good squeeze. And you also have to squeeze it from where it's connecting here. Not just a squeeze from the side, but squeezing like right in the center here on these two grips. Once you get it in, this is consistent with all of their figures. You have to give it a really good squeeze. So make sure it's all tabbed in. Once it is, then you can go ahead and push in that knee joint and then rotate this turret back up all the way. Now we have Brawl attached to the leg. And then the last part here is attaching these two filler pieces. And so pretty straightforward. Make sure that the gray piece is up on top on both sides. And then you just need to find the tabs and the slots. There's also 2 tabs up here that go into the slots up there. So find the tabs and the slot, line it up. Make sure I get it all on camera if I can. Find the tabs and the slot, line it up, tab it in. Once you do, then you can give it a good squeeze. Yeah, that's the thing with this figure is you're going to have to give it a good squeeze everywhere. And you should be able to hear it, and you should also be able to see how it's all nice and flush. Is your sign that you got it all tabbed in. Oh, one more. Then we got to get Swindle's foot. You can see the tabs and the slot right there. So find the tab and the slot, line it up, tab it in, and give it a good squeeze. This one you didn't hear anything, but yeah. Now we have Bruticus's legs all formed. So let's back up a little bit, get a good look at his legs, the articulation, which once he's all done, we can go over that. But this is what we have for Bruticus's legs.
Some refer to us as Combaticons, but